YouTube, we have done it. I have found a new secret formation that could be meta. Well, it is meta, but I feel like you're going to start seeing this formation a hell of a lot more in FIFA 23. But before we get started, guys, drop a like on today's video for me. Drop a comment down below if there are some different types of formations you would like me to use for custom tactics. And hit that subscribe button to my channel. That would mean the world to me. But first, for your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins, please do check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at a checkout for 5% off your order. So, YouTube, we're back with a custom tactics of a formation that I never, ever thought I was going to be doing it on. And that is, where is it? Hold on, I can't find it, YouTube. It's now disappeared. And that is a formation that I never, ever thought I was going to be doing a custom tactics video on. The 4-1-2-1-2 normal. No, not the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Not the 4-3-1-2 narrow. The 4-1-2-1-2 wide with the left mid and the right mid. Now, the key thing with this formation, YouTube, and it really is a key thing, okay? Like, this is probably the most key thing you can do in this formation. Okay. You need to have the cam on a certain setting to defend in a 4-4-2 with it. Because when you attack, you will see what I do. And this formation is not the type of formation that you're just going to pick up and go, bang. Yes, I love it. This will take you a lot of work. Probably at least 2 or 3 games to really get comfortable with it. Also, drop a comment down below if you do use this formation of how you get on with it. If there's any different custom tactics and player instructions that you use compared to me in it. Because I'm really intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what you guys use. So, a lot of people have been telling me to use this formation, actually. And I was always like, nah. If any of you are FIFA OGs, by the way, you will remember when this formation used to be a banger when FIFA Ultimate Team first started out. Players used to have formation cards on them. The 4-1-2-1-2 wide, because there wasn't a narrow at that point, was the most expensive formation card to buy on a player. So, this formation has been an OG in the FIFA scene for a very long time. It's bad. Well, it's not that it's bad, but it's good. I didn't actually realise how good it is. So, the custom tactics that I use with it are balanced on the defensive style. You don't want pressure on heavy touch or press after possession loss with this formation. Remember what I said, this formation will take a lot of getting used to, like a lot. And I mean a lot of getting used to. So kind of like the key thing is to use with it is just balance. You want to be in control of where and when your team presses. For example, like on pressure on heavy touch, sometimes they press and sometimes they don't. And I don't get it. It really blows my mind. Like sometimes they press, sometimes they don't. It's annoying because sometimes you're expecting the press and it doesn't come. Sometimes you're not expecting a press and it comes. So, balanced on the defensive style, your absolute bread and butter. Now, the defensive width, YouTube, is actually only 45. Okay, so it really is only 45. Now, the reason for that is because I just like where the players are defending anyway. I don't want it to go a little more narrow. Like, I normally play anywhere between 35 and 45. So, I'm actually on the more wider side with the 45 width at the minute. It's working good for me. So, like I say with custom tactics, when it's working good, you use and abuse it. So, that's why I'm using that. Now, the depth. This is where you need to use a bit of your own initiative. I am back to using 70 depth at the minute. That's what I found to work with this formation. But, and there is a but, if you struggle defensively, YouTube, do not be afraid to use 55 depth, or even 50 depth, or even 45 depth. You use a depth which really works for you and suits you. I like 70. I like the automatic offside trap. It just helps me concede less goals in the last couple of days. So, that's why I'm using it again. The offense, your absolute bread and butter, YouTube. Okay, this is your bread and motherfucking butter. Balanced and direct passing works an absolute treat and a charm. Use and abuse it. On the width, now I actually am using 45 on the offensive width. I was thinking of maybe, I tried out 40 because basically I wanted my left and right mid to be a lot more narrow than they were. Oh no, sorry, I've got that completely around my neck. I actually was trying out 35 on the offensive width, but it was just way too narrow for me. So I used 40. Bam. It works an absolute charm. Basically, I want my left mid and my right mid to be a little more narrow than they would normally be. I don't want them to hug the touchline, really. So, that's why I've worked with 40 width. It's working absolute wonders for me. Players in the box, 6. I like that. I used to always be a 7 kind of guy, but 6 is working absolute wonders for me. 2 corners and 2 free kicks. Remember, if that's the only thing you take from the video, use that. So, the player instructions, this is where you really need to listen. Okay, you need to listen to these player instructions right now because they are different to anything that you will ever see in your entire life. So, your strikers, both of them, stay central and get in behind. That is an absolute necessity, okay? Especially the getting behind, or else you will really, really, really struggle with the attacking side of the game. So stay central, and getting behind is so needed. You need to use that, YouTube. Now, the cam. Come back on defence and get into the box for cross. You want your cam to get into the box for cross, but also you need him on come back on defence, or else there is just too much of a big gap between the CDM and the cam. You don't want that big gap there. You don't want it. You want him to almost play side by side. So come back on defence and get into the box for cross. That is so... Oh, I can't express to you how big you need to have that come back on defence on. Now, the left mid and the right mid. This is where it's interesting, okay? Cut inside. You need that. You need that. I don't want my left mid and my right mid to be out there, out wide. I don't want that. And guess what, YouTube? That's it. Literally, that is it. That's the only thing I put on my left mid and right mid. I was experimenting them on getting to the box for cross. I just didn't really like that. I found it to actually be too attacking and too YOLO, too gung-ho. So, literally just getting cut inside for your left mid and your right mid. I found that to like really help a lot. Especially with like where the players are. It really did help a lot. Now, the CDM. Stay back while attacking and cover centre. Absolutely needed. You need that. Especially the stay back while attacking. How anyone can use a formation and not with a CDM and not have stay back while attacking, I will never, ever, ever know. And last but not least, YouTube, both the fullbacks are on stay back while attacking, and then comes to crosses and sweeper keeper. And that right there is the 4-1-2-1-2 normal custom tactics for you guys. Please, please, please drop a like. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes on this video. That would mean the world to me. Drop a comment down below and hit that subscribe button to my channel. That would be amazing. So thank you for watching, guys. Remember, spread the love and positivity. Be a mate, positive male attitude. Peace out. One love.